Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the all-new 2025 BMW X3. This is the xDrive30i. It's finished off in a brand new color called Dune Grey Metallic, and with all of these packages, MSRP is just over $63,000. We have the M Sport Pro package, as well as the premium package, and then there's the professional package too. So we have quite a lot for this model. So let's start off with what this is powered by. This is the 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo with the mild hybrid system. It's paired to the 8-speed automatic, and this pumps out 255 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. That power is sent through the xDrive all-wheel drive system, propelling this 4,200-pound SUV from 0 to 60 in around 6 seconds. With the professional package, top speed is also increased to 155 miles an hour. Now for this model, you'll notice with the kidney grille, there's also the illumination in the entire surround, which is really neat. There's a forward camera, sensor as well, and then active grille shutters in the back there. Those will open to provide additional cooling when needed. Now there's a redesign for these headlights. Everything is LED still. And then there's more gloss black in the lower section with parking sensors and a lot more inlets as well. You'll notice too the indentions in the hood with the BMW badge in the middle, and then there's the body colored stripe and then the gloss black stripe running right down the middle. Now this model also has a really nice set of gloss black wheels. With that 5-spoke design, there's also the red M Sport brakes. There's the body colored power folding side mirrors with a camera and a turn signal. Lower section is gloss black, however, which matches the rest of the window trim. It matches the roof racks, and then there's the full panoramic glass for the roof there. Really nice side design with all the lines in the lower section, flush mount for those door handles too. And then in back, there's gloss black for the edge of the spoiler with the third brake light. There's the wiper blade, LEDs for the taillights, there's a backup camera, all the sensors, and then gloss black for the bumper. Now as we work our way to the cargo space, you can use the button on the key fob if you would like to. And there's the power lift gate. Once that is open, we have a good bit of space to make this a practical, smaller size SUV. Now there's also storage over on this right side. There's a 12-volt, some hooks too. There's the installed cover that you can use. There's also a little bit of storage underneath where you do have a spare tire. And then you can also fold down the back seats if you need a little bit more space. You can also just close the lift gate, or you can lock the vehicle at the same time. Now as we work our way there to the back, there's no sensors here on the door handle, so you can unlock it by going up front or just by using the key fob. This has the manual adjusting sunshade. There's also this brushed accent surrounding the release handle. Harman Kardon is the audio system for this model, and then there's storage in that lower section. You'll notice too we have the upgraded seats with leather and Alcantara. There's blue stitching, and then the BMW colors are stitched on the insert rather than on the seat belt, which is neat. At 5'10", I have a good bit of space. There's storage pockets. You can attach tablets to the back of the seats. You have air vents, a little bit of storage, auxiliaries, and I still have about an inch and a half of headroom. So full-size adults can fit in this smaller SUV. There's also the armrest with 2 cup holders, and you can even fold down this middle seat if you need to. Now, something interesting to point out on the headrest for in the back, there's leather and Alcantara. Up front, it's just all Alcantara. So a neat little distinction there. And then lots of glass, so it provides you with a lot of visibility from the back there. Now up front, you'll notice that the trim accent surrounding the release handle is actually an illuminating light there. So it will change depending on the mood that you put it in, which is neat. There's lock and unlock, memory seating adjustments, and then a control for the air vent. There's window controls, side mirror adjustments, and then the liftgate release, and even more storage down below. And then there's the power operating front seats, which have that same leather and Alcantara design. Now once inside, we can start this up where we have the leather steering wheel, flat bottom design to it. There's paddle shifters on both sides with the boost paddle on the left side there. Cruise control settings. You have volume and tuning over on the right side there, along with your music, and there's Bluetooth and voice commands. And then you also have this control here for the gauge cluster screen. So when you push on that, you can go through quite a lot of content on this setup. So you can look at all of this depending on what you would like to see, and you can also adjust the layout. So depending on how you want to view this information, you have 3 different ways to do that. And there's also a few settings within the head-up display that you can go through. A new one is the curve ahead view, which is really neat, especially when you have the navigation going. So that way you can see the turns or just the road in general where you are going. Now on the left side, you get one control for the air vent tucked away there. And then as we work our way back to the infotainment system, you have all these shortcuts in the lower section to further get through all of this. And you have controls down below that you can use to get through this as well. You have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, interior lighting, quite a lot of icons that you can go through. The home screen is going to show you your nav on one side and then some info on the left side that you can scroll through. You have all of your climates, navigation again, there's music, and then this also has heated and ventilated seats and a heated steering wheel and the temperature adjustments. Now you'll notice, hopefully, the backlit is blue at the moment. And again, that will change too, just like on the doors there. You have some vent adjustments as well as in the lower section. Tons of storage down below too, with the M badge on this triangle that separates two cup holders. You have all these controls, volume and tuning. My modes is how you can change that color, but you can also change how the vehicle is going to drive as well. So you have those modes there. There's also a shortcut here to get into all of this information, just depending on how you would like to set that up. And then you have a shortcut to the camera system. You can, however, just put this into reverse and we can pull up that camera system, go through that 3D view and all of these angles depending on what you would like to see. So you have quite a lot to see around the entire vehicle. There's also drive and sport mode, and then the e-brake is also park. Auto hold is behind that. You have a good bit of storage with an auxiliary in the armrest there, as well as plenty in the glove box. And then garage door buttons up top, dome lights, and the adjustments for that sunshade. And then here's a look at visibility. Lots of glass. So you really don't have any blind spots for this smaller SUV. And we are still in sport mode, second gear. Here we go. Like I said, paddles are pretty responsive, and just for a mild acceleration, it's going to give you an adequate amount of power to at least get up out of its own way and to merge and just to get up to speed. So I think it has a good bit of power if you're not looking for that next step up. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the all-new X3. Definitely a much different interior than the previous model, which I also made a comparison video on. So if you'd like to see a 24 versus a 25, you can take a look at that separate head-to-head video. But it's still a great vehicle, drives very nice, as you would expect. Very similar to my X5, just has that refined feel to it. Very nice materials on the interior, so it's going to give you just a nice look and a great vehicle to drive at the same time. We do have some funky designs for the new X3, just something I guess to get used to, especially since I've been in this a few times now. I'm kind of getting used to the interior and the layout and everything like that. But like I talked about earlier, let's do maybe a 3-point turn. Maybe we don't have to. We'll have to back up here just because of that pole there, but it's still very maneuverable. You have a lot of visibility, easy to drive. I can see over this left side here without that window sticker, of course. And then we can get back up to speed here. So a very nice, well-rounded, smaller size vehicle. So if you're looking for a luxury-focused SUV, but you're not a fan of a large SUV, you still sit up higher than a sedan would, so we still have that higher upright position. We just don't have a large vehicle behind you here. So it's something that is very easy to drive and to get used to. But that's going to wrap it up for the 2025 BMW X3, the xDrive30i. Once again, huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Northlake for providing this SUV for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.